Welcome to In Joe's Kitchen. It is Sunday night, and I'm going to show you how to make pastrami hash. This is a real easy recipe. Once you learn how to do it, it's very simple. And it's very simple ingredients. And this, we're going to be using store-bought deli sliced pastrami. It's easy to use and easy to find. You could also buy a slice of pastrami about an inch thick and then grind it through a meat grinder, but this is going to be the easy way to do it. We also have our potatoes, which are shredded hash browns. For this recipe, we're going to use shredded hash browns. And so to begin this recipe, we're going to slide in here. We're going to turn on our burner in the front as we're going to start with our flavoring. And we're going to heat about a tablespoon and a half of vegetable oil in our skillet here. And we're going to let it heat on high heat. There it goes, yes. Get it swirled around here. Okay. And while that heats up, we're going to talk about our ingredients here. We have a half of a small onion that's been finely chopped. For our spices, and this is the secret to this recipe, I have a teaspoon of smoked paprika. I have a 16th of a teaspoon of cinnamon, a 16th of a teaspoon of ground cloves, and a quarter of a teaspoon, eighth of a teaspoon of ground allspice. I freshly ground some black pepper, about half a teaspoon, and this is Vegeta. I have a half teaspoon of Vegeta, and this is what Vegeta looks like, and this is Vegeta Natur, which means it contains no added MSG. And then we have salt to taste. We just need the oil to get hot, as we can see here. And we're going to add our onion. Slide it in. We're not looking for any color here, so I'm not worried about the sizzle, because this is just going to be a sweat for our onion here. Just get it evenly distributed. And next, we're going to add salt. We're going to put just a little bit more salt than you would think, because we have to season everything. The potatoes are going to need some seasoning. And now that the onions are sizzling, we're going to add our spices in now. It's important that the spices go in at this point so that they bloom while on the stove. And as you can see here, and my magic little secret here, now that we've got some sizzle, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put in a tablespoon or two of water. Just about two tablespoons of water into this saute pan here. And what we're going to do here is we're going to cook this. And we're going to cook this until the water is all gone, as you can see here. And when the water is all gone, that means that the onions have cooked through. So we'll begin that process there. Get the last of the spice in there. And also at this point, we're going to add about a teaspoon of chopped thyme, fresh thyme. You could use dried thyme, just use a little less, but I have fresh thyme on hand, so we're going to use that here. Just keep it stirring. The water needs to be gone out of this, and then we will be cooked and ready to go. This is about 2 tablespoons of chopped flat leaf parsley. This is going to go in at the end. Stir in at the end. We lost some of it here. Let's just go like that here. Put it back in our container. That's going to go in at the end. We're going to get this pre-prepared, and then later on I'm going to show you how to crust the hash in a cast iron skillet. And we'll make a couple eggs to serve with it. As you can see here, these onions are going to cook fairly quickly here. bring up our bowl here, which we're going to slide them into this bowl. And they're almost done here, and you can smell it. So we'll slide them out of our skillet here. Okay. That is our onions.